everything changes.
Hi, it's Miss Alyssa.
Hi from Miss Jordan.
Hi, it's Miss Jamie.
Hi, it's Miss Anna.
Hi, it's Miss Wendy. What's up, you guys? It is Miss Jordan from River Point Church. I am so excited to be here with you today to kick off the month of November. Y'all, it is almost my favorite time of year. I love the holiday season, all the way from Halloween to Thanksgiving, and then my very favorite Christmas. And so this month, in the holiday theme, we're going to be talking about gratitude and thanks. And so I thought it'd be a really fun way today to start off all together talking about what we're thankful for. So you might be coming to us today from the Weston campus, from the Missouri City campus, or maybe the Richmond campus. If you've never met me before, again, my name is Miss Jordan. I am so excited to be with you. I get to spend my time on the weekends at our Richmond campus, and online I get to see and hang out with all of you guys, and I love it so much. So to get us started, I think you're going to need a couple supplies and some creativity, and I can't wait to see what you create. So go grab a pen or a pencil or something to write with. I'll give you 8 seconds. Ready? Go. Okay, do you have your pen and your pencil and something to write with? Got it? Okay. So here's what we're going to do together. We're going to make an acrostic, and that means that you take a word and then you take each of the letters in that word and you make them stand for something. So check out behind me. I'm using the word, see it? Thanks. And so T-H-A-N-K-S is what we're going to spell. So go ahead and write that on your paper too. We're not going to have it mean the same thing, but we're going to use the same letters. So write T-H-A-N-K-S, and then you can fill it in as we go. So my T is time. I am grateful for time. These are all going to be things that we're grateful or thankful for. And my T is time. I'm thankful for time with you guys. I'm thankful for time with Jesus. I'm thankful for time with my friends and family. I am grateful for time in a lot of different ways. And I think that's a huge blessing that we have the gift of time together and apart. H is for helpers. Now this is cool. Someone told me this once. If you look around any situation, no matter where you are, at home, at school, at the park, on a sports team, in the grocery store, doesn't matter where you are, you can either see a helper or you can see someone who helped to make that thing happen. Let me give you an example. So if you are at the park, someone had to be a helper and keep it clean. Someone had to be a helper and put all those playground equipment pieces together. If you are at school, someone had to be a helper and set up your classroom. Someone had to be a helper and make sure that the trash gets emptied and that your surfaces are all wiped down and that you have a clean bathroom to go to. If you look around your house, there are helpers that make sure that you have food to eat. There are helpers that make sure that you have clean clothes to wear. So helpers can be parents, they can be teachers, they can be people like police officers and firefighters and doctors. There's lots of different kinds of helpers. It may even be you or me. We can be helpers every single day. So I am grateful for helpers. My A is animals. Okay, I have a fun fact for you guys. First, I want you to guess how many pets, at the point in my life when I had the most pets I've ever had, how many pets do you think I had? I want to hear it. Go ahead and say it to the screen. How many do you think that I had? Okay. At the time of my life, when I had the most pets I've ever had, I had 14 pets. Do you believe that? Now, I didn't have like 14 dogs or 14 horses or 14 large creatures, but I had 14 pets. There were some rabbits, fish, cats, dogs, turtles. I think that's all the kinds of animals, but there was multiple of them, enough to get to 14. Isn't that crazy? So I love animals. Now I only have 2 dogs, just 2, but I love animals. And my N is neighbors. So neighbors can be the people that live on either side of your house, but there's neighbors everywhere, right? We have neighbors at church. We have neighbors within the sports teams that we play on. It's the people that surround us. Those are our neighbors. And so I'm grateful for people that can make a community around me, that support me and encourage me, and that then I can support and encourage them too. My K is kind people. I am grateful for kind people. You know, a little bit goes a long way for people. I know it does for me. When someone smiles at me for no reason or they wave just to be kind and nice, that makes my whole day, and it was hardly anything, right? It took 2 seconds and like no effort. Then there's really big gestures of kindness where someone maybe like bakes you your favorite dessert and brings it to your house, or maybe they take you on a surprise trip to see your favorite movie, they surprise you with a present. Maybe kindness could just be that they sat and listened to you when you were having a hard day. There's lots of different ways to show kindness, and I'm really grateful for kind people. My last one, my S, is seasons. I know I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I love the holiday season, so I am grateful for the fall season where we get to start wearing jackets and it's colder outside. And then I'm really grateful for the winter season where it's really cold and we have Christmas and so much to celebrate. It's one of my favorite times of the year. So those are my words that are going to represent my thanks and what I'm grateful for and what I'm thankful for, and I want to know yours. So that's your challenge today. So while we were talking about it today, I hope you got some ideas, but write down those different words that you are going to choose to represent each of the letters in the word thanks, and then you can either take a picture of that and put it in the comments below, or have your mom or dad help you type it out in the comments below. It should be super fast and super easy, and then one lucky winner is going to get picked to have pizza delivered to their house this week. That's all you have to do. Fill in each of the letters because I want to know what you're thankful for and what you are grateful for. So that's our challenge for today. Now, I think it's time for some worship, but before we worship, I have a special treat for you guys. You can't tell from where I'm sitting right now, but I'm at our West End campus today. So our West End campus is beautiful. It's in Houston. We have 3 physical campuses, which means that there's 3 different places where our church exists. One is in Richmond, one is in Missouri City, and one is at West End. So I'm visiting our West End campus today. I'm going to take you on a little tour. So let's do some worship, and then I'll take you on a tour, show you some of our beautiful spaces here if you've never seen this campus before. And then we have a Bible story today out of the book of 1 Thessalonians. So I will see you guys after worship for a little tour time at West End. Here we go.
Your love is deeper than the sea.
All right, you guys, I'm going to take you on a little tour and show you some of the spaces at our West End campus. I think you're going to love it. All right, pretty cool to see that tour, right? So that is a little bit about this campus. It's really awesome. And I think that some of you guys may even go to the West End campus. And so this looks really familiar to you. Now, we're talking about thankfulness and gratefulness. And our word is gratitude, right? And all those things tied together. And so gratitude is letting others know that you see that they've helped you. So it's not only important to help people, but to acknowledge and appreciate the people that help you. Remember when we talked about like the helpers and the neighbors earlier? We all have lots of people within our lives that do a lot of things for us to help us because they love us, right? And so gratitude is appreciating them and letting them know that we are so grateful that they are here to help us and that we have their back and we can help them. Here's another cool thing. I know that not every day is perfect, and I know that some days are way better than other days, and some things are hard sometimes. But no matter what the situation is, there's always something to be grateful for. And so I want to challenge you this week as you're having your days and you're doing your schoolwork and you're doing all the things and maybe you're getting ready for Halloween and you're excited about that. There might be a moment somewhere in the next week where you're feeling a little down and you're feeling like today is not my favorite day. I want you in those moments, I challenge you to think about what right now do I have to be grateful for. I promise there's always something to be grateful for. And God loves it when we talk to him about what we're grateful for, right? Just imagine this, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. What if you picked one of your friends and you got them a surprise that you knew they were going to love, and you gave it to them and they didn't say anything? They hardly even looked at you. They just took it and left. That'd be so weird, right? It would not feel very good either. Well, let's imagine that with God. God's given us this beautiful life with people that love us, an amazing church where we can learn more about him, lots and lots and lots of different blessings that we could count. And so when we don't talk to him about that, and we don't say thank you, and we don't express our gratitude, that's not cool. So let's give thanks to God together. Hey, we even have a memory verse that's going to help us remember that. It's from the book of Psalm. And here's how it goes. It's the first week. You've never heard this one before. So remember, a memory verse is something we can practice together throughout the week to help it stick in our head and in our heart. And then it's with us wherever we go. So from the book of Psalm, it goes like this. We're going to put our hands up like this. Give thanks to the Lord, like raise the roof. Whoop, whoop. Give thanks to the Lord, then thumbs up, because he is good. His faithful love continues forever. Super easy, right? Just 4 moves. Give thanks to the Lord, raise the roof, whoop, whoop. Give thanks to the Lord because he is good. His faithful love continues forever. Awesome. You can hold your hands out like a Bible. Psalm chapter 136, 1. That's the verse. So if you're going to look this up in the Bible, it's in the middle. The book of Psalm is in the middle of the Bible. So if you open it in the middle and you just maybe flip a few pages, you'll be able to find Psalm 136 and check it out for yourself. All right, I want to share with you our Bible story for today. So it's going to be also about gratitude and thankfulness, and I will see you back after that. Check it out.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how he created us and loves us so much that he made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 18.
Ilsa sighed as she trailed along behind her mom at the grocery store.
Can I just go wait in the car?
Mom handed Ilsa a tiny loaf of bread to put into the cart.
You need to learn for yourself what you can eat.
Nothing. I can't eat anything.
Earlier that day, Ilsa had gotten the food sensitivity test results back from the allergist.
No gluten, no dairy.
No artificial colors or flavors.
I don't even know what gluten is.
It's in bread and pasta and crackers and a lot of other things.
Ilsa grabbed the loaf of bread.
Then what's this?
Gluten-free bread.
It looks like cardboard.
As they reached the dairy case, Ilsa spotted the new holiday display.
Yes, they've got eggnog.
She reached for a carton, but Mom shook her head.
Eggnog has dairy in it, hun. You can't have milk. Let's try this instead.
Mom picked up a small carton and handed it to Ilsa.
Soy nog?
By the time they got home to unload groceries, Ilsa was miserable.
You've gotta be kidding. What about Sunday dinners? What about Aunt Ellen's stuffing and Grandma's rolls and pie and all the good stuff?
We'll find options for you, I promise.
Ilsa reached for her plastic pumpkin full of candy on the counter. She grabbed a mini candy bar and then stopped, a sinking feeling in her stomach.
I can't eat any of this now, can I?
I'm sorry, hun.
When Ilsa opened her lunch bag at school the next day, she tried not to groan. A sun butter sandwich with gluten-free bread, a bunch of grapes, a few carrots, and some weird-looking oatmeal cookies.
Where's my string cheese? Oh, right.
Ilsa couldn't bring herself to finish lunch. Her stomach still felt empty as she settled back into her seat at social studies, where their teacher, Mr. Mendel, dimmed the lights for a slideshow.
One of the best ways to learn about other cultures is through something we all do every day. Any ideas what that might be?
Like what we wear?
Actually, I'm talking about something we do at least 3 times a day.
Ilsa raised her hand.
Eat. We all eat.
Bingo! A famous photographer took photos of families all across the world, along with the food that they eat in 1 week. I want you to pay attention to the details. This first family lives in Great Britain.
The first photograph included a family from the United Kingdom. The overflowing table of food included cookies and pizza.
Pizza.
Here's a family in southern Italy.
The next image showed a family with 3 small children. The loaves of bread on the counter looked so fresh, Ilsa could practically smell the scent of baking bread.
Ooh.
This is Germany.
The next image showed another table top-loaded with food, but Ilsa could only focus on the container full of ice cream front and center. Yet another thing she could no longer eat. Her stomach rumbled.
Here's a family in Bhutan. It's a small country beside India.
The next photo showed 12 people with a colorful display of vegetables, a large bag of rice, and a small amount of meat. Ilsa frowned.
That's all they eat?
It's what they have to work with. This next photograph is from the country of Chad in Central Africa.
A family of 6 sat on the ground. In front of them, a tiny bag of grains, a small amount of beans, and a handful of vegetables.
Wait, where's the rest of their food?
That's it.
For a whole week?
Ilsa shook her head.
That's just...
Ilsa, what are you thinking?
I guess I knew that some people don't have the same things to eat that we do, or as much. It's just different, seeing it.
The colorful photos haunted Ilsa for the rest of the afternoon. She was quiet as she took off her backpack in the kitchen at home.
You want a snack, hun? I've got some trail mix.
I'm good.
Ilsa pulled her lunch bag out of her backpack and opened it up.
How was the gluten-free bread?
It was okay, actually. I'm going to finish my sandwich now.
Ilsa took a bite of her sandwich and chewed. It wasn't like regular bread, but she could get used to it.
What's that thing Grandma always says before dinner?
What thing?
I don't... Before the prayer. It's the verse, like say thank you, whatever happens.
Oh, it's from Thessalonians, I think.
Mom checked her Bible app.
Give thanks no matter what happens. God wants you to thank him because you believe in Christ Jesus.
Yeah, that.
Ilsa smiled and took a bite out of one of the oatmeal cookies.
Hey, these are really good. Thanks for making stuff I can eat.
Ilsa knew it would take some time to adjust her new eating plan, but she was glad for the reminder that she still had a lot to be thankful for.
All right, friends, I had such a great day with you today at West End Church. I cannot wait to see you next week. But before we leave today, we are going to finish with a 5-finger prayer. That's right. So go ahead and put your hand out just like the picture that you see on the screen, and I'm going to tell you how it works. Each of our fingers reminds us of someone that we can pray for. Our thumb is where we're going to start. This is the people that are closest to you. This would be like the people that live in your house, maybe your best friend, your grandparents. We're going to pray for those people. Our pointer finger is those who are in authority. This could be a teacher. This could be a parent, mom or dad. These are people that are in charge of us. Our middle finger is for our leaders. So we're going to pray for people in our community and in our country that are making hard decisions and keeping us safe. So we're going to pray for the president. We're going to pray for the leaders that live in our community. We're going to pray for the leaders of the church, like our pastor, Patrick Kelly. Our next finger, our ring finger, is for those who are weak. So we are going to pray for people that are sick. Maybe you know someone who's having a hard time. We're going to say a prayer for them. And our pinky finger is for us. We can say a prayer for ourselves. I know we all have different things going on in our lives, and everybody can talk to God about those things whenever they want to. So that's a 5-finger prayer. So it's really cool because your hand is with you all the time. So you can always practice and remember praying for those 5 groups of people. Again, I had so much fun with you today. Go grab a grown-up in your house, show them the 5-finger prayer, and say a prayer for them. I will see you guys soon. Bye!